In light of the recent rise in crime across our city, several groups, including Indy's 10-Point Coalition, are calling on all of us to step up to help reduce crime in our communities. Reverend Charles Harrison is asking three things of city leaders: increase funding for crime prevention grants and initiatives, find additional resources to help Metro Police solve cases, and establish additional community groups that can partner with IMPD.
This is an urgent call, but we believe that these recommendations, solutions will stem the tide of violence. We speak not as a new group. We speak as a group that's been doing this work for 19 years in this city, and we have a sense of work on the street, what works and what does not work.
The Now's Mike Pelton is looking into the need for additional community groups to hit the streets across Indianapolis. He joins us live from 10th and Sherman. Mike.
Well, Candace, this is a higher crime neighborhood and one that saw 6 murders within a few blocks of that intersection right there. That was 6 murders last year within a few blocks of 10th Street and Sherman. And today I spoke with a few business owners in this area who were even too afraid to go on camera, but all of them agree something needs to happen here on the east side. Meanwhile, today the 10-Point Coalition is touting their own success in areas which they focus on with a high visibility presence, such as Crown Hill, United Northwest, and Butler-Tarkington. The latter did not see a murder all of last year after 4 of them in the summer of 2015. Community leaders say they are not assigning blame or pointing the finger, but asking all of us to pitch in to solve the crime problem. While the 10-Point Coalition admits resources like funding and a coherent citywide plan are obstacles, they are offering their assistance and training to other communities who want to stand up and take hold of their own neighborhoods. Here on the east side, one longtime resident says they are sorely in need of help.
If something like that could happen here on the east side, then perhaps we could lower the murders and have less violence, and we could learn to live with each other and coexist.
We welcome them to come forward, and they can come forward in a number of ways. Everybody's thing may not necessarily be walking the street, you know, and if you mentor or whatever you do, but whatever you do, bring it alongside, and we'll see how we can plug it in to work in the total matrix of addressing this problem.
Now, the 10-Point Coalition acknowledges there are several community groups and churches across the city that are trying to make a difference, but say they need more resources to do so on a bigger scale. And consider the 10-Point Coalition pays their volunteers a stipend of between $9 and $10 an hour, and they patrol neighborhoods 4 nights a week. For now, we're live on the east side. For the Now Indy, Mike Pelton, RTV6.
And working for you, we did a little digging to see exactly how much money it takes to run a group like 10-Point. In 2014, we found that 10-Point brought in almost $195,000. In 2015, the group brought in more than $195,000. Last year, they brought in about $150,000. In recent years, their revenue has depended on city-funded grants, money provided by IMPD, and donations. 10-Point tells us it takes roughly $50,000 to fund patrols for a neighborhood for 1 year. So if this plan is put into place, that's how much additional money they would need to expand to a new area.